Hello everyone, this is Gemini Jets 1975 coming at you with a very special video. This is my 300th subscriber special. I've been asked several times by several people to do an updated all collection update, and here you go. First off, I want to start off and thank every single one of my subscribers. I really truly appreciate it. This channel would not be what it is without you. I put all the content out for you guys. I try to listen to what y'all want, and I hope you guys enjoy my content because I really enjoy making it for you guys. So thank you all very, very much for subscribing and staying with me. So anyway, let's get started, guys. Down here, got the KLM 777 300 ER Gemini Jets, TAM 767 300 Gemini Jets, Qantas 744 Gemini Jets, Air France 744 Gemini Jets, British Airways Concorde Gemini Jets, British Airways 777-200 Gemini Jets, Virgin Atlantic 744 Gemini Jets, Virgin Atlantic 787, I believe it's an 8 Gemini Jets, Korean, no that's a 9, Korean Air 787-8 Gemini Jets, and Aero Mexico 737-700 Gemini Jets. Back here, British Caledonian DC-10 Gemini Jets, CP Air DC-10 Aero Classics, Singapore 744 Herpa, Ethiopian 767-300 Gemini Jets, Aero Mexico DC-10 Gemini Jets. Actually, that might be Aero Classics. East African DC-930 Gemini Jets. No, I'm sorry, that's Aero Classics. Emirates 777 Gemini Jets. Interjet A320 Gemini Jets. There we go. Lufthansa 744 Gemini Jets. Mexicana DC-10 Gemini Jets. Thai 787. Beautiful model. Love that livery. Gemini Jets. Alright guys, there's one more international model. Should be on this shelf. Piedmont 767-200 ER Gemini Jets, 727-200 Gemini Jets, 737-200, took me forever to find this model, Gemini Jets, American DC-10 Model Power, American 727-200 Aero Classics, American Eagle Embraer 170 Gemini Jets, A321 Gemini Jets, A319 Gemini Jets, 787-8 Gemini Jets, almost tripped. One of my favorite American models, One World 777-200 Gemini Jets, 757-200 Gemini Jets, and 737-800 Gemini Jets. Okay, we got American Eagle CRJ 700 Gemini Jets, America West Fokker 28 Gemini Jets, Air Canada 777-200 LR ER Gemini Jets, and US Air 727-200 Gemini Jets. Okay. You noticed some of the models that I used to have aren't here anymore. I've sold a few, thinned out a little bit of the older collection that I didn't necessarily want anymore. Continental DC-10 Gemini Jets, Continental 777-200 Gemini Jets, last livery, and Continental DC-930 Gemini Jets, Continental MD-80, you can tell by the pointed tail cone. JetX, meatball livery. Also meatball livery, 727-200. This one is Gemini Jets. Okay, Texas International DC-930 Aero Classics. Alaska MD-80 JetX. Alaska 727-200 Aero Classics. Alaska 737-800 Split Scimitars Gemini Jets. 737-700 Gemini Jets. Virgin America A319 Gemini Jets. Spirit A319 Velocity. And Allegiant A319 Gemini Jets. Okay, over here on the back, sorry about all the dust, guys. As you can tell, I don't dust these very often. I try to dust the airport, but even that's difficult. Got a United Sal Bass twin pack 727s JetX. United 747 SP Gemini Jets. United 777-200 Blue Tulip Gemini Jets. United Express CRJ 700 Gemini Jets. United A319 Gemini Jets. United 787-9 Gemini Jets. United 757-200 Gemini Jets. United 747-400 Gemini Jets. 737-900 Gemini Jets. 737-800 Aero Classics and 737-700 Aero Classics. You can tell the difference between the two because the tail on the Aero Classics is darker. Now for the first of two Delta shelves. Old Delta starting, ATR 72 ASA Gemini Jets. That's also in the Ron Allen scheme. 767-300 Ron Allen Gemini Jets. That's the Spirit of Delta in the 96 Olympic colors Gemini Jets. MD-11 Dragon Wings JetX. DC-951 Gemini Jets. The Convair 880 Gemini Jets. The Spirit of Delta 767-200 in the original widget scheme. Excuse me. Definitely Gemini Jets. Love that model. MD-88 JetX. 727-200 Gemini Jets. DC-930 Aero Classics. And the beautiful, wonderful L-1011, my favorite aircraft, Gemini Jets. Right here, the Lockheed L-100, aka the Hercules Gemini Jets. Delta Express 737-200 Gemini Jets. 777-200 in the Colors in Motion Gemini Jets. Northeast 727-200 Gemini Jets. Western 727-200 Gemini Jets. And if any of you guys would like a review of any of these, just let me know. Delta DC-871, aka the Stretch 8 Gemini Jets. And the DC-851 in delivery scheme Gemini Jets. Now for the current Delta, we've got A330-200 Gemini Jets. MD-90 Gemini Jets. MD-88 Gemini Jets. 777-200 LR Gemini Jets. 767-300 with antenna Gemini Jets. 757-200 Gemini Jets. 744 Gemini Jets. 737-900 Gemini Jets. 737-800 Gemini Jets. 737-700 Gemini Jets. And 717 Gemini Jets. Okay, we've got the Airbus A320 Gemini Jets, A319 Gemini Jets, E170 Herpa, Comair CRJ 700 in 25th anniversary colors, Gemini jets. Northwest 744 Gemini, DC-10 Gemini jets, 757, this is the bowling shoe livery, 757 Gemini jets, the DC-930 Silver Bullet livery, Gemini jets, 727-200 Republic Gemini jets. Okay, now for the next shelf. Eastern Airbus A300, first North American customer of the A300, JetX. L1011 Gemini jets, 757-200 Gemini jets, DC-930 Gemini jets, 727-200 Gemini jets. One of my favorite new models, Midway DC-930. And this was Blue Box. The Midwest Express DC-930. This is the Seattle Model Company. Frontier A320 Velocity. Southwest 737-700 Gemini jets in Canyon Blue. 737-300 in Arizona 1. 737-700 Velocity, new livery. 737-700 in Classic Desert Gold, and that is Gemini jets. 737-700 Dragon Wings. You can tell because these things are red. That's how they could tell the difference between a Classic and a 700 back in the day when they first started getting them. 737-300 Lone Star 1 Herpa. 737-700, 300 rather, Lone Star 1 Gemini jets. I like the Gemini jets better. 737-300, 500, whatever you want to call it. Gemini jets. Oh, JetBlue Bubbles Gemini jets. JetBlue Barcode A320 Gemini jets. JetBlue Blueberries Velocity. And JetBlue A321 Prism aka Mint Gemini jets. Hawaiian older livery DC-10. Pan Am A300 Pan Am models. Okay, next to last shelf. This is all Defunct Airlines. PSA DC-930 Aero Classics. People Express 727-200 Gemini. People Express 737-200 Gemini. New York Air 737-300 JetX. Air Florida 737-200 Gemini. Braniff International 747-100 JetX. Braniff 747 SP Gemini jets. The Calder 727-200 Gemini jets. Braniff Two-Tone Blue 727 Gemini jets. Two-Tone Red 727 Gemini jets. Two-Tone Green 727 Gemini jets. And Two-Tone Orange Gemini jets. Alright, let's go back here. We got National DC-10 Gemini jets. Pan Am 707 Gemini jets. Pan Am 747 SP Gemini jets. L1011. I think this was Pan Am models as well. The 727-200 Billboard Gemini jets. TWA American Hybrid 757 Gemini jets. I think that's a rare model. The TWA 767-300 in the last livery Gemini jets. L1011 old livery Gemini jets. DC-950 Aero Classics. 727-200 Aero Classics and 747 SP Gemini jets. Okay, now for the last shelf. Blue Angel C-130 Hercules. This shelf is very dirty. I don't get up here at all. Fat Albert. This is Gemini Jets. Gemini Max. P3 Orion JC Wings. C5 Galaxy Gemini Jets. Air Force 2 Gemini Jets. UPS 767-300 Gemini Jets. And FedEx DC-10 aka MD-10 Gemini Jets. Well guys, this pretty much does it for the 300th subscriber video airplane collection. I want to thank you guys again so very much for subscribing to me. 300 subscribers is an awesome milestone. My first video was put out in probably October, maybe November of last year. So to come this far, thank you guys very much. So anyways, we're at 16 minutes now, and I want to thank you all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And again, if there's a model that you want to see a review of that I have not done a review of yet, feel free to comment below. And again, sorry there was no trivia questions for you guys, but in my next video I will be sure to have one. So again, thank you guys so much. See you all in the next video, and have a good day.